Okay. So it says I'm live.
Is you live?
Yeah.
On YouTube? Is it very...
Okay, so I'm just down at the studio and I'm just going to pick up working on this current portrait commission. I'm working in oils on linen canvas. So I started off basically on a toned canvas. I've used a green, neutral greeny coloured acrylic wash mixed with a bit of acrylic gesso, just to avoid starting on white canvas. And I've already, as you can see, put in some of the first washes of colour. So I started off with quite a thin, watered down paint, which was using Gamsol and the oil paints. So now I'm just taking a step back. I've reinstated a few of the lines because I got a few of the proportions just off a little bit. As you can see here, I had just this nostril a little too far over, but it's actually more in line with the tear duct, so I've got that replaced in there. So tonight I'm just going to concentrate on getting some more of the shadow side more defined here, so that just pushes this side of the face back a little bit more, and a little bit of the highlight area, refining the eyes a little, starting to put the hair in, and I might also just get a little bit of the background in so I can see how I've got a bit of colour to compare against when I'm looking at this red of the jumper and also the colour in the skin tones in the face. So yeah, I'll just crack on. This is a little bit different to how I usually work. You can see that there's some lettering on the piece. This is something that's just, it's going to have meaning to the client. It's going to be a gift, this portrait. So it's not going to be visible in the end. I might work with it so that you can still, once you know that it's there, you can still kind of see it. So I've put the lettering in. It's the lyrics to a Billie Holiday song. I've put that in with colours that are going to be similar to what's in the background, so you might be able to make out just a hint of the words that are there at the moment when it's at the end, so we'll see. So I've just, as I said, reinstated some of the original lines, and the main focus in doing that was actually just getting the placement of things, not necessarily getting the right colour or tone. I just want to be clear on where things are and where I need to move things over. So I need to reintroduce some more of this lighter colour to go over where I misplaced the nostril here. And then also the wrinkles. They can be quite challenging. Wrinkles, hair, tattoos, teeth. They can be tricky to pull off, so my approach is normally to use quite a lot of medium. In this case I'm using linseed oil, so it's almost doing a glaze of these things, so that's what I've done here. So I'm just going to soften those out a little bit, and it'll be a back and forth as I work in layers throughout the different stages of the portrait, where I'll be pushing them back a little bit more and bringing them forwards again, so you get that translucency. So I'm just softening these down a little bit so I don't have such sharp edges. So I'm just going to try and mix up quite translucent red tone to just bring down the shadow side a little bit more. I think I'm actually going to just bring this all the way down. Okay, so it goes just a little bit more to a bluey tone as I get further down. So I can be quite choppy with how I'm laying all this down, because I'm going to be moving things around as I go. So the main thing I'm concerned about right now is the tone, making sure I've got the darker areas dark enough so that you can see, you can sense the volume and the form. so I need to try and push this, move this cheek further to this side to meet where the new position of the nostril is. So I have this line here. So I'm just using a dry brush to soften some of the transitions. So whenever I do have a colour on the brush, I'm just looking at where else in the face I see the same colour. So I'm not just completely working in one area all of the time, kind of darting around. To bring this top lip over a little bit. Over there. And again, just going to soften that just by tapping over the 2 meat.